You miss them even though they hurt you. You feel addicted to the highs, but crushed by the lows. And no matter how much it drains you, you can't seem to walk away. So you ask yourself, is this love or something else? Here's the hard truth. Sometimes what we call love is actually a trauma bond. It feels intense, magnetic, even fated, but it's not healthy. It's just familiar, and familiar doesn't always mean safe. Today we're breaking it all down, what trauma bonding really looks like, why we mistake it for love, and how you can finally tell the difference. A trauma bond forms when a relationship is based on a cycle of intense emotional highs and lows. Affection, then withdrawal, love bombing, then silence. Apologies, then repeat. You start to associate the pain with connection. And over time, you become emotionally attached, not to the person but to the cycle. It's not love, it's survival. It's your nervous system clinging to chaos because it feels weirdly normal. And that normal usually traces back to your past. Maybe you grew up with inconsistent affection, emotional neglect, or even outright abuse. So now, unpredictability feels like passion, and emotional unavailability feels like a challenge worth chasing. Let's make it plain. Here's how to tell the difference. Love feels safe. Trauma bonds feel addictive. Love grows through trust and mutual respect. Trauma bonds grow through intensity, anxiety, and emotional confusion. Love makes you feel calm. Trauma bonds make you feel constantly triggered, high one day, low the next. In a trauma bond, you confuse intensity for intimacy. You believe the roller coaster means deep connection, when really it's just emotional instability. People always say, if it's toxic, just leave. But when you're in a trauma bond, it's not that simple. Your brain literally gets hooked on the cycle. Every I'm sorry or love bombing moment triggers a dopamine hit. Just enough to keep you from walking away. And when things go bad again, you don't leave. You wait, because you're hoping for the next high. This cycle mirrors addiction. It's why you can know someone is bad for you, and still feel pulled to go back. That's not weakness. That's your nervous system being stuck in fight or flight. Ask yourself, do I feel anxious more than I feel secure? Do I make excuses for their bad behavior just to keep the peace? Do I feel like I need to earn their love? Do I keep hoping they'll change, even though the cycle keeps repeating? Do I feel anxious more than I feel secure? Do I make excuses for their bad behavior just to keep the peace? Do I feel like I need to earn their love? Do I keep hoping they'll change, even though the cycle keeps repeating? Do I feel a deep fear of abandonment, even when they treat me poorly? If any of these hit home, it might not be love. It might be a trauma bond dressed in emotional chaos. Let's flip the script. Healthy love doesn't leave you in emotional limbo. It's not about proving your worth, fixing someone, or waiting for a better version of them to show up. Healthy love feels like emotional safety, clear communication, respect for boundaries, mutual effort, without mind games, peace, not performance. It may not be as intense as the trauma bond roller coaster, but it's consistent, grounding, and actually good for your mental health. If you've been in a trauma bond, or you're in one now, please know you're not broken. You just got used to a love that hurt and called it normal. You're not broken. You just got used to a love that hurt and called it normal. But now you know better. And with awareness comes power. The power to choose differently, to heal, and to stop chasing chaos as if it's connection. You deserve a love that doesn't confuse you, that doesn't trigger your wounds, but helps you heal them. If this hit home, I've linked something in the description that'll help, especially if you're trying to break free from patterns that keep repeating. It's worth checking out. Thanks for watching. And remember, love shouldn't feel like survival. Real love feels like peace.